Well, good morning from Two Happy Children Farm. I'm in the field this morning looking at plant tissues. I'm going to be pulling tissue analysis. This is my low yielding field, and we've been following this all year. If you've been following the videos, you might have noticed that this area has actually had higher numbers than the high yielding area, and I'm attributing that right now to the lower population over here. And I think both areas have been getting better fertility. One accomplishment this year was I've been able to keep the nitrogen sufficiency up this year. I did better on phosphorus as well. Zinc was above the sufficiency level, and then potassium was good for up to about 800 heat units, and then we've fallen off the table as it's getting dry. Potassium is available with moisture, so that's something I'm going to have to continue to press on this field, either make more available or change the form it's in. Looking at the field, some things I'm checking right now are uniform ear height, and I'll just go down the row here. And obviously we've had some varying emergence dates because the ears are not all the same height. The other thing is this is showing some nitrogen firing down here. So this plant is showing nitrogen firing over here, and then the row next to it is fine. After side dressing, I had, I think, 1.6 to 2 inches of rain. So that could be part of the issue. It wasn't enough. My placement, I think, was better this year than it was last year. Tried to get within 10 inches of the plant, but still this row looks a little bit beat up, and over here we got 2 rows, and this one's already firing on the 4 leaves away, 5 leaves away from the ear leaf. So these guys are gonna finish a little rough. Anyways, we'll take some tissue tests. Let me pull an ear here. So we'll document the ears here. There's the ear. We're looks like we're getting through blister, or up to blister, pollinating at the end there. This is off a plant without any stress, and let me count around here. It's a 16 around, and it looks like it'll be about 34 long. So that's a good year on a 26,000 population. So we'll see if we can finish that ear out. We might not have rain for another 10 days. We had an inch of rain a week ago, and for the next 6 days it looks like we'll be over 100. So it's gonna be rough to finish this crop. So I'm going to move to the next area now. Now I'm monitoring my 115-day variety. This is a test plot we're doing, and pulled an ear. It's about 60-70% pollinated, and this ear is 18 around. So at 30,000 population, it's a healthy looking ear. This area, as I walked up the row, I saw a lot more nitrogen firing. Almost every row has it, and they're firing down here. So we're a ways away from the ear leaf, but this was confirmed last week with my tissue sample. This area had the lowest nitrogen reading at 3.34%. The other areas were 3.9, 3.95%. So it might mean this plant is just hungrier for nitrogen than the others. Or my organic matter is lower over here, or all the above. Going up into the canopy, This is the tallest plant I'm growing, so it's reached 9 feet tall at least, and ear height is really good. And again, looking at uniform emergence here, that is what I struggle with as a no-tiller. Emergence and skips here and there. So I don't get the perfect stand I was hoping for, but that's where I'm at right now. So that's what this field's looking like. It's got the most shortage of nitrogen of all my fields. And 18 around, probably 36 long. That's a good year at 30,000 population. And now it'll be put to the test to see how drought tolerant it is. Sometimes you get some of these what the hell moments with no-till farming. I haven't had a lot of these this year. It looks like this row is my what the hell moment. I'm gonna guess it was sidewall compaction or maybe clods in the furrow. I'm pulling up what's left here, and this is also where I changed over varieties, but this is what the furrow looks like. I was having trouble at this end of the field. It was a little wet, and you can see there's still the sidewall there. You might also notice this is moist, which is a miracle. I can't tell you how much of a miracle that is. That is a miracle. Closer to the plants it's a little drier, but obviously the rain that I caught stayed on my dirt. So that's probably why I'm not seeing so much disaster right now in the field. So I had one row like this. Last year I had a lot of areas like this, and I think I've improved, but still something to fight. Now I'm in the high yielding part of my field, and I pulled a sample ear. This one is 16 around, 36, 38, somewhere in that range on a 30,000 population. Seeing what might be a little bit of abortion here on some of these kernels in the ear, but no zippering or anything like that. So I think we got through pollinating really well so far. This is a 109-day variety, so it's a week ahead of the previous one I just showed you. So there you go. Plant health, this side I was walking through and I noticed again a lot more firing. So this area had shown 3.9% on nitrogen last week, and we're getting yellow down here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves below the ear leaf. So they say if you can make it to harvest without seeing firing up to within 2 of the leaf, you're probably okay.